Why are you telling me to hang on, game? Before we get started, can I just say something? Thank you for actually setting the clock both times you booted up the game. A lot of people don't take that step seriously. They just leave the clock set at 12 and call it a day. Really? Wait, but that means... This is weird because that means you know what time it was, but you put it at 12 to fuck with me? But why wouldn't I set the clock? You asked me to. But you're actually taking the time to set the clock, and I appreciate that. That's how I know that you care about this experience. You're paying attention. I didn't realize that this said so much about me as a person. Oh, I don't even have any way of knowing if the times you're setting are correct. Tell you what, I'll make you a deal. Why do I feel like I'm going to sell my soul? Since you've been so cooperative, next time you boot up the game and see the screen, just set the clock to your favorite time. I don't have a favorite time. Do people have favorite times? Go ahead, pick whichever time you want, even if it's not the correct time, you've earned it. Alright, I'll let you get back to the video game now. Thanks? Well, okay. But with that, hello, I am the Dark Fae, and welcome back to the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, or the Stanley Parable 2. Let's just see what happens with this sequel that's not a sequel, but is also like a sequel in a sequel. Let's just go.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee
Hey, a balloon!
number 427.
That's new.
Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year.
Okay.
And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say,
I really
"Hi."
wanted the get well someday
Never in all
balloons.
his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Steven unlocked, welcome back. Look, the balloons.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. Oh, please. Are you really just doing this for the achievement?
What did she...
Click a door 5 times. Is that all that you think an achievement is worth? No. I can't just give these merits
Clicked on the
away
door a
for
lot.
such little effort. A measly 5 clicks. Now suppose you were to click the door 20
I clicked it way more than 20
I would say
times.
that's the kind of effort that warrants recognition.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 days.
I have to say, I'm still not feeling the satisfaction of witnessing...
I will
true
click this
effort
door
on
until I get it.
cause. Perhaps 50 clicks will do it. Yes, almost certainly 50 clicks.
Is it going to be like 430 clicks? You can't tell unless I'm talking.
No, I'm still not feeling it.
Alright, here we
I
go.
want this achievement to have meant something. It has to be a true reward for valiant effort. I want to see some hustle, Stanley. I want to see commitment, a willingness to go all the way, no matter what the cost. Why don't you go put 20 clicks into door number 417?
Is this... 진짜? Really? I'm gonna go on a quest to open the doors now. 420A.
Stanley felt the bucket calling to
What?
him, begging him to pick it up.
What bucket?
Why was he not doing it?
What? Hang on. 70.
Oh, great. Now, go click a few times on door 437.
What bucket? Bucket? Oh. Oh. I don't want the bucket. No, fuck the bucket. Is 437 back here? No, this is 430, 429. Oh, here it is.
Excellent. I think we're getting somewhere. Now, door 415. Let's give it 10 clicks or so.
Here's door 415. It's not back here, so it must be 25 or 20. 417 was right there. Am I really doing this?
Now, back to door number 437.
That wasn't even 10 clicks, you fucker. Why am I doing this?
Let's see. How about you click on, well, I don't know, the copy machine?
Wait, where's the... Oh.
All right, back to room 417. I'm really feeling it now. I think we're getting somewhere.
I hate this guy. No, I'm not picking up your stupid bucket.
Okay, now go climb on employee 419's desk.
I can't jump. What do you expect from me? Can I actually?
Yes, this is great. You're putting it all on the line, Stanley. I like that. All right, let's keep it up. Go give me a few clicks on door 416. We've almost got it. Now the copy machine, do that one again. Finish it off, Stanley. 5 clicks on door 430. Yes! We did it! Oh, wow. That felt amazing. Oh, you really earned it, Stanley. Nothing could hold you back. Yes, I'm very proud of how far we've come today. Just think, only a few minutes ago, you believed an achievement was worth 5 little clicks. Really now, what were you thinking? Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. You found one of them. One of the miniature Stanley figurines. Remember, no reward for collecting all of these, only the intrinsic pleasure of a job well done. You can't buy that sort of happiness, Stanley. God knows I've tried. So, I implore you to savor each and every moment you come across one of these beautiful figurines. You know that yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway. Another miniature Stanley figurine. This, there really must be a snappier name for these things. What about mini-stands? Stanley figs. What about Stanlerines? Yes, I think I like that. Another Stanlerine under your belt.
Achievement unlocked. Beat the game. Sorry, I fucked up this recording so badly. Because I muted myself and then I hit the record button and I forgot to hit it again. So I went through, got the freedom, and but again, now I'm wondering what is new? I don't want to just go through
All of his co-workers
the same
were
thing
gone.
again.
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his... Stanley went around touching every little
Yes.
thing in the office, but it did... Oh, please. Are you really
See,
just
I already
doing
did
for the
this, though.
achievement? Click a door 5 times. Is that all that you think an achievement is worth? No.
But like, so what do I do? Figurine Finders Committee meeting today in the meeting room. Does that mean there's a little dude? There's a collectible in the meeting room today?
Maybe Stanley would never pick
Fine,
up the
I'll
bucket.
pick up the bucket.
The lonely bucket. Stanley picked up the bucket.
That's it? Can I put it back down? Fuck me.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Why do I have this bucket? Trust the completionist instinct? Why wouldn't they just tell us something will happen? This investigation, this room, they feel pointless, to be honest. Weird spinning figurines. Artist rendering, employee. Why floating? Training exercise or for management? Magnets, our quarterly success. Magic dreams. How many are there? Negative 151. 6. More money you've sold together. Employee 421 building a bridge. Someone in the cargo room. Okay. Well, now I gotta go find all of these things. Even though it's not gonna mean anything, huh? Alright, what do they want? Cargo room. Okay, cargo room. Bonus stuff. What we know, what we forgot, what we don't know yet. They want money, stock options, our data. Should we make them... employees. I'll be really honest. For a second, I thought that said embryos. Maybe interns? Yes. Why do they kind of look like 427? Follow the clues provided by employee 41 Figley's. We can do it. Red room? Red room? The boss's office is red. Okay, let's watch the thing. There will be a reward. There will be a reward for finding them all. How can we find them? Bottom text. I need 4 more. Small floating objects have appeared across the office. We have to synergize our resources to ensure their retrieval. There are many questions. There is no memo from management. Agenda. How can you tell you spotted one? What makes them float in the air? Who took these pictures of them? So we did find that one. And that one. Because those are the 2. Provided by employee 416. We can do it. Why is the E yellow? We can do it. Red room. Okay. Where are they? Please do not leave the office before we're reporting back on any new findings. Teamwork and communication are of great importance during this unprecedented time of investigation. Clues, myclue.jpg. Okay. But there's not going to be a reward. Beware the false prophet. I can't read this. Interesting. 10 steps to a successful workplace investigation. Decide whether to investigate. If necessary, take immediate action. Choose an investigator. Plan the investigation. Conduct investigation. Conduct interviews. Gather documents / clues / evidence. Evaluate documents / clues / evidence. Take action. Document. Print list. That was not helpful at all. Okay. Stop kidding yourselves. I want them so much. I want to go home. There will be cleaning of this wall required. Who are you? 666 lol. Lies. Looks like 427. 5 there be. Just take it from me. You gotta collect them all. Mission status inside of a sequel exhibit. Wait, I don't have 3. I have 2. 2 out of 6. A large room, lots of boxes, stairs, something to do with stairs, somewhere both red and blue. Is this some kind of game? There must be a point to this. Okay, so let's go down to the cargo room. Stairs, something to do with stairs. So maybe maybe at the bottom of the stairs.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
This room is red. Yeah, here.
Okay, I'm going back to the name of these little
Oh, that
Stanley
did fun for.
figurines, and now I'm torn between Stanlerines and Figlies. What do you think, Stanley?
Figlies is
What name
cuter.
better encapsulates the intrinsic sense of happiness that you get from seeing a small number in the corner of your screen go up by 1? Let me sit on it. I'm sure it will come to me.
Stanley's kind of, I don't know, it makes me think of like a latrine. So that's both red and blue.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss.
Kind of red and
admitting
blue.
He had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was
Oh wait,
crazy.
this is the cargo.
Something
Fuck.
occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself,
Oh, I went
maybe
the
I
infinite
am
loop
crazy.
route. This is not what I
He
meant to
looked
do.
down at the bucket in his arms. Am I crazy? He asked the bucket. The bucket returned his gaze, but said nothing at all. That's strange, Stanley thought. Usually the bucket is a source of guidance and wisdom for me.
How did I get
in
to the
difficult
cargo hold
times
last
such as
time?
these. He held the bucket close, yet felt none of its familiar reassurance and comfort. And that's when Stanley realized, this isn't my bucket. It's just a normal, everyday bucket. Someone else's bucket, perhaps. How did I end up with someone else's bucket? This is all terribly wrong. Surely no good
My
will come
bucket.
from this. Who knows what sorts of bizarre
Is it-
hallucinations Stanley might experience without the psychologically grounding presence of his bucket. And indeed, now he noticed that the rooms were repeating, which was, of course, very odd. And now he felt himself floating off the ground.
Wait.
Oh, gracious, he exclaimed. Without my bucket, I've gone truly mad. Where is it? I must find it. Far off in the distance now, he heard it, calling to him. Stanley! Stanley, it's me, the bucket. Could it truly be? He rushed forward from room to room,
Oh my
passing by
God.
one bucket after the next. None of them were his. None of them were his special bucket. Come to me, Stanley. Find me. He had to find
Oh
the
my
bucket.
God, the
He had
buckets.
to return to his old friend. It was the only way to truly restore his sanity. And then suddenly, he froze dead in his tracks. He knew where the voice of the bucket
Inside
had been coming
myself?
from. The real bucket was inside of him all along.
It's where I wrote this
It was
game.
incredibly painful. Stanley doubled over in agony and blacked out.
Okay.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
Oh.
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, picked up her bucket of comfort and security, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town, talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. Right away, she knew what the problem
He lost
was.
his bucket.
This man had no bucket. Of course he'd gone mad.
Of course he'd gone
Ranting
mad.
and raving about a narrator describing all of his actions and how everything is predetermined and free will is an illusion and it's all just a video game. It could all have been prevented if only he'd taken his bucket with him. Perhaps he didn't even realize he'd forgotten his bucket at home in the first place. How cruel the world can be, Mariella thought, and she hugged her own bucket even tighter. But of course, she had no time for this. There were a myriad of confusing problems she would soon have to confront at work.
Like, why did all my
Her bucket
coworkers
would
disappear?
provide absolute guidance and total clarity on everything. Heck yes, she thought to herself. My
Life
life
kicks
kicks ass. And she backflipped all the way to work.
Go Mariella. I want to be Mariella. Okay. I'm back.
all of his co-workers
Do I take the
were gone.
bucket again?
What could it mean?
Okay, wait.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. Stanley lifted
I'm gonna take the
into his
bucket.
arms, and a wave of comfort
And then
rushed over him.
downstairs is the loop-de-doo room. So in order to get to the cargo hold, I have to go right, was it?
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest. This was not the correct way to the meeting room.
I don't
But Stanley had felt
remember.
the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be.
I don't know if I like the thought of my sanity being controlled by a bucket.
And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was this better than the meeting room? Yes, Stanley thought to himself. No, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
No. It's this way. This is the cargo, yes.
No, said the bucket. Don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go there. Go to the cargo lift.
How do I get... Okay, so where could the figurine be? I wouldn't be down there, would it? Well, A, because I'm gonna die if I... Oh no, there it is. I found it. How do I get... Ow. But I can't jump. Aha! Okay, I'm trying my best not to fall. Found you.
You're getting close now, Stanley. You've nearly gotten all of the Figler and Marines. Very soon, you'll collect the last one, and then the first number will equal the second number, and that will be it. We'll be different people by then. Different in the sense that we used to have none of them, and now we have them all. You can't go back to when you had no Figler and Marines. None of us
Clear
can.
and Marines. Do I die? I jump off?
But Stanley
Aw,
feared that the path he walked might lead to the separation of himself and the bucket, his dearest friend. So he threw himself to his death, that they might die in one another's arms. How deeply touching.
Cool. Which is the room that's both red and blue? There was one point... I'm gonna take the
All
bucket
his
every time now.
co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
I remember there being like
Stanley
a
decided
red
to
and
go
blue
to the meeting
door.
room. The confusion and the chaos all seemed to melt away. as
Because
Stanley
I
embraced
remember
the
making a
bucket.
reference to the Matrix. It's
Stanley
cargo
clutched the
lift, but you have to
bucket tightly
jump
to his chest. This was
and
not
go
the
off to
correct
like
way
a
the
different
meeting room.
place,
But
correct?
Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the
Maybe.
employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was this better than the meeting room? Yes, Stanley thought to himself. Yes, perhaps it truly was. How insightful
Hey, I
the
can crawl
bucket turned
faster
out
now.
to be.
This is way faster than I used to be. Okay, anyways.
No, never mind.
The bucket was wrong.
Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
No, the bucket.
No, said the bucket. Don't go to the meeting room.
Okay.
Go somewhere else.
Here we go.
The cargo lift, yes. Good, said the bucket. Now ride the lift all the way
Gonna
to
go
the
forward,
top.
then up, then
There's
forward
something
again,
up there
right?
I need you to do. Stanley did not question why or how this bucket was speaking to him.
Normally you could have
It should have
jumped to
alarmed
it,
him, of
but I
course,
guess I'll
because
have to wait
buckets
this
can't
time.
talk. But Stanley chose not to think about this obvious fact. He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
This door is locked, yes? This part I don't remember too well.
No, stop. Look there on the wall. You see, there's a sign right there. It says, no buckets past this point. Stanley, how could you think it was okay to bring the bucket here? Unless, what if the problem is that you actually don't know what is a bucket and what isn't a bucket? I suppose that would explain a lot about your behavior up to this point. Which, if that's true, well, my goodness, I think we have to do something about
Are you gonna
it.
take away my bucket?
This misunderstanding could have dire consequences on the entire rest of the game if not addressed quickly and properly. So much of the impact of the story is dependent on your understanding of what is and isn't a bucket. Please, step in here for a moment.
I don't wanna. That just seems like a place where I'm gonna be dismembered. Oh. What? What?
Now then, I'm going to run you through some test scenarios, and you'll tell me whether or not the thing I'm showing you
Oh
is
my
a
god.
bucket. Simple enough, right?
Okay, I
This
won't
should tell
take the
us
bucket
everything
next
we'll
time.
ever need to know about what is or is not
But
a
how is I
bucket.
supposed to
Okay,
know?
let's begin.
What if I answer wrong?
Item 1. Is this a bucket?
No.
Correct. It is a hologram of a bucket, not an actual bucket.
What?
Item 2. Is this a bucket?
No.
Correct. It is a 3D printed recreation of a bucket, not an actual bucket.
But it's still a bucket.
Item 3. Is this a bucket?
No.
Incorrect. This is a bucket.
Okay.
Item 4. Is this a bucket?
What if I say yes?
Are you hallucinating? This is a tractor. It's an enormous machine that tills the earth. I thought this was a gimmick. How on earth did you manage to screw it up? Absolutely incredible. Let's just move on to the next one.
This is the least fun game show.
Is this a bucket?
What?
This is a bucket.
Excuse me. I knew I should have said no.
Item 6. Is this a bucket?
Say yes.
Trick question. Both. Gotcha.
Both what? Both Schrodinger's bucket?
Item... Wait, hold on. I can't find the next one. Let me see. It should be around
Am I
here
holding
somewhere.
it?
Yes, thank you. There's nothing here. Of course it isn't a bucket. We both know full well that nothing isn't a bucket. Wait, when I say nothing isn't a bucket, that makes it sound like I'm saying everything is a bucket, which of course is not true. Unless, is that what you think? Answer me straight, Stanley. Are you trying to tell me that you believe everything is a bucket?
No.
You know what? I'm too confused to even sort it out. I've lost all sense of perspective. What is
Well,
a
then
bucket?
whose fault
What
is
isn't a
that?
bucket? Mere
Who's the
moments
one who
ago,
came
I
up
could
with this
answer these
game?
questions with confidence, and yet now I'm somewhat adrift. Do any of us know what a bucket is? Am I a bucket?
Yes.
Stanley, I can't keep doing this. I'm losing myself, and myself was all I ever had to begin with.
But you're a
I'm
bucket.
afraid the bucket is threatening to tear our relationship apart.
You
I
gave
can't
me
let
the
that
bucket in
happen,
the first
sorry.
place, mister.
But I'm going to erase all buckets from the game entirely. Okay, here we go.
Wait,
What happened? Is everything gone? Why did everything disappear?
because you said everything is a bucket.
Was everything a bucket? Every single thing in the game was a bucket. Oh my God, I had no idea. How could... Except me. I'm not a bucket after all. And you, Stanley, you're still here. You're not a bucket either. Oh, this is wonderful news. We're not buckets. Yes, I actually feel much more at ease right now. It's delightful to get some clarity on that issue, but it doesn't change the fact that we haven't got a game. So, tell you what, I'll reset everything and we'll put back all of the buckets, okay? And we'll know that it's all a bucket. But if you run into anyone else, maybe don't mention that. Who knows what that information might do to a person? All right, here we go.
Pushin's not a bucket, Pushin's a cat. So, okay, I thought it was gonna be like, as you keep going through the game, he'll slowly like delete all like the stuff that he added, but maybe not.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I won't take the bucket this time. And then I'll go to downstairs again.
When there's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
Aha!
Now listen carefully, this is important. And there it is. The last
Stiggly Wiggly.
Stiggly Wiggly. Savor this moment, Stanley. This is a real accomplishment. This is doing something just for the sake of doing it. Where so many people expect to be rewarded for the most trivial achievements,
Nothing's gonna happen, huh?
you've insisted that a job well done is its own reward. I would tell you that I'm proud of you for collecting them all, but that would be like a reward, and we can't have that.
Of course
So,
not.
Instead, I'll just say, it's done. We're all done here. And now we can go to whatever the hell you were doing before you hunted for figurines.
Okay. I don't remember which door. I'll just go blue.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley
Oh.
walked through the red
Yeah, let's go
door.
blue.
I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the... All right, fine, go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you.
This is
You
the...
see? There's nothing
Was
here.
this the
I
game
haven't
one?
even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures.
Which one's
Is
the
this
one
what
that
you
has
had
like the
wanted?
pretty light
Was it
escape?
worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you? Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better?
Not
What did you want
buckets.
to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with
Ooh,
me.
a
You've
skill
given me
tree.
absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what. Let me take a stab in the
Oh,
dark
this is
and
the
then
one
you
where you have to play
decide
the
and
dumb
you can give me
baby
some
game, isn't
feedback.
it?
In this
Yeah, the
game,
baby game.
the baby crawls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's
And what
effective?
has
Be
anyone
sure to
played
keep
this for
notes
4
on your
hours?
experience.
Okay, I'm done. Bye, baby.
You heartless bastard. Did you do
That's
it
still
because you hate
funny.
babies or purely to spite me?
Maybe both.
Because if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out. I'm out. I'm done. It's over. Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. hey,
감사합니다.
since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game? Just to ease the pain. Let's see.
Oh yeah, and then it goes into like the Minecraft thing, and then the... I don't even know what else there was.
This seems like it'll work. Let's give it a
Was there a
shot.
street fight? No. Oh.
Ah, fascinating.
Oh yeah, this is
What
like
do
the
you think this game is
Firewatch.
about, Stanley? What's our backstory?
Right? Is it
What is
Firewatch?
our motivation? Well, it seems obvious to me that you are meant to play as a creepy man spying on innocent civilians below you from up high in your creep tower, perhaps for some sort of twisted erotic purpose. Yes, that must be it. What a fascinating
Yeah,
venture
right?
into the experience of total mental depravity. So far, I love everything about
I mean,
this
it
game,
is very
Stanley,
pretty.
and it seems there's even more. Come, let's venture outward and see what else is out
But
there.
I want to go to sleep. Firewatch is a very pretty game. I didn't play all of it. But, I mean, I didn't play it. I watched a couple playthroughs of it, though.
Oh no. No, it can't be.
Look how pretty. Follow the trail, I guess.
It is. It's an open world game. Good God, quickly block it off.
Hey.
Oh, thank goodness, Stanley. What a close call.
안
You
좋아.
really wandered off into that thing.
Let me
A
out.
big open, just wandering around. No right or wrong directions. No path to follow. You can just go in any... Oh, thank heavens we avoided it. We're out of the woods now, Stanley. Okay, I'm going to get us out of here. Let's find another game. Preferably something with walls. Something with nice,
Insurmountable
big,
walls.
insurmountable walls. Okay, I think this will be just the thing.
Oh,
Wonderful. See,
Rocket
this is
League?
exactly what I had in mind. Just a nice big box for you to run around.
I don't remember
There isn't
these,
any
but this is
possibility that you
awesome.
could get lost here. Now this is game design. Stanley, if
I
you
really
manage
want
to
there
get
to be
lost
like a
in this
soccer
game,
ball that drops
I
on my
will be
head.
phenomenally impressed.
And then just cars running me over. Ooh, can I go down here?
Okay, so what exactly do we do here? Let's see.
Oh no, it's not a hole.
There are lots of cars here in the back, but obviously there's no race.
Yeah, Rocket League.
Okay, I'm seeing that there's a ball of some kind.
Oh,
back
it even
here.
just says it
Is
right
this
there.
game sports ball.
Sports.
Stanley, I think it's sports ball. Oh, what fun!
All right, come on,
We
soccer
shall
ball.
run the bases and do a touchdown together.
Oh god.
Yes, I think surely we must. Okay, Stanley, here's the ball. Have fun.
Oh, yay! I can't run any faster. Oh wait.
Are
Huh.
you doing it? Are you winning? Is this fun? Is it better than my miserable little story that I
Yay!
worked so hard on? Steph,
Yay!
what are you doing?
Oh.
Stanley, don't do that. I can't follow you there. I can't help you. How will you write a story?
I don't remember being able to do this.
You know that. Stanley, come back.
Which ending is this? Oh. Oh. It fell again. I went into the darkness. God, now it's like a horror game. Oh, okay, no, I vaguely remember this. Maybe. I'm not sure. This is kind of like the back rooms, isn't it? And then it was, but I can't remember which, like what happens in the end though. Where do I go from here? Okay. This is just where he started. Oh.
I wonder what he found.
Oh.
If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in...
This isn't the one
wherever
where
he is
I'm
right
looking
now.
at Stanley, right?
I wonder if he's happy with his choice, and if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end, to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon. Very soon. I can wait.
I can't do anything. Should I just quit? Oh. Okay. Well...
Stanley, I'm sorry, but I have to put a pause on things. It's just...
Oh.
Those figurines. Those figglers. I haven't stopped thinking about them since you nabbed every last one. Wasn't it just the most intrinsically fulfilling moment of your entire life? Didn't it fill you to the brim with inner richness? Yes, I know we're supposed to be telling a story, but won't you please indulge me with one more trip back to the memory zone?
Oh.
I would love nothing more than to revisit the figurines.
Okay.
Just one
I
more.
was gonna end it and be like, okay, let's see what else we can do, but I guess we progress now that we nabbed all the figurines. They're pretty. Now remembering when Stanley found the collectibles. Memory zone. Audience alert. Stanley Parables. Oh no, avoided to something Stanley. The Last of Us. I'm supposed to get answers?
Here's where it all began. The first collectible. Back then, we had no idea of how many of them we'd find.
It was
Sure,
6.
it said 6 right there on the screen, but how could we know for certain? We were so innocent.
Can I take this one and I'll
Never
have
be like that
7?
again, Stanley.
Yes. Did I go here before? What? What? Eh?
And here was a second Stanley.
Okay.
You found this one all on your own, just by poking around in the boss's bathroom. You did that, Stanley. I'll be honest. Back then, I had no faith in you to find any of them, let alone 6. But you continue to surprise me in all sorts of mundane, unremarkable ways.
Alright, okay, it's leading me to all the places where I found it. Gotcha.
Okay, let's do a little quiz. Which of these rooms was the room you found your 3rd mini Stan? Can you remember?
Well, I thought it was under the stairs, but that was my 4th one.
Hey, that's exactly right. It was here, behind the boss's office. It was the 3rd.
Yeah, that's fine.
You picked it up, and then after that, you had 3 of them. I'm glad these moments are so crystal clear in your memory, but I shouldn't be surprised. After all, science tells us that it's impossible to forget your 3rd time doing anything.
What science is that? Can I go back? Oh, no. We never go back in this game. What am I talking about?
Let's see, what came next?
This is
Oh
new.
yes, we found a Figley in this pink room.
No, we didn't.
Well, I can't actually say I remember being in this room, but it's here in the memory zone, so it must have happened.
Why is it a big apple? I don't like apple. I like apples. Uh-oh. Something's wrong. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch a tiger by the toe. If he hollers, let him go. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. It's all the same. This is a whole... I can fit through this standing. I am a tiny person.
This was the 5th mini Stan.
Oh, I
this
can't
one
walk
was actually
off.
Something special. It was in the warehouse. I remember it so clearly. In fact, because this one is particularly special to me, I made a little video to commemorate the occasion. Enjoy.
Oh. That music. What's that back there? It's mini stand number 5. You found it near the cargo lift. Thanks for watching. Well, I hope my videos are better than this. I don't want to hear it. Produced by Best Boy the Narrator, starring Stanley Sue the Nerd. Oh.
Takes you back, doesn't it?
No.
I spent a lot of time making that video, but it was 8 minutes I wouldn't have spent on anything.
That took you
else.
8 minutes? Actually, well, yeah, okay. Finding the clips and all that. Yes. And then the red and blue room.
And then, Stanley, then we came to the last collectible, the final figurine, right here by the red and blue doors. This memory is the most distinct and clear in my mind, perhaps because it was the one that happened more recently than all the others. Who can truly say how the mind works? All I know is that this is the moment where you picked up a Figley and I thought to myself, yes, that's all of them. They're all collected.
But now I have 12.
It was a moment unlike any other. Except for the other moments picking up figurines, which it was exactly like.
You are in the present. Whoa.
And then there was no more, because we've caught up to the present moment. Nothing left to do but move onward into the future. Goodbye, Memory Zone.
Oh. And just like that, it's gone.
No, I'm not done. I'm not ready to move on. Stop the loading screen.
Hey.
Isn't there some way we can stay here, keep enjoying these figurines?
I don't want to.
Let's just go backwards. We'll do the memory zone again from the opposite direction. See how that feels.
진짜? 싫어. I don't want to.
Okay, yes, the room with the red and blue doors. I remember this. I must say, of all the figurines we looked at in our initial tour of the memory zone, this one is the most distinct and clear in my mind. Let's keep going. I want more.
I don't really care what you want.
And here's where I made that video. Don't you remember the video we watched? Yes, I love that video.
And then the pink room that didn't exist, but now does.
Still don't remember the pink room, Stanley. Still no memory of this one. Good room, though. A solid room.
More of a mauve than a real pink.
These really were a treat to hunt down. You know, if there had been any kind of reward for finding all of these, it really would have muted the intrinsic joy of collecting them. I'm very glad we resisted the temptation. Next one.
I mean, the reward is in more game content, no? Yeah, this way. Caught? Can't. Okay. Well. We didn't do that one, though, did we?
This was our second Figley. Don't you remember? Yes, I remember it too. The past is truly a wonderful thing. Why does anyone ever choose to leave it? Keep going.
Well, you're never really living in the...
This is it. The very first one we found in the exhibit where I introduced you to the figurines. Oh, I want more memories, Stanley. I want to keep going. What else is there? What came before this?
Nothing. It's empty. With a jump circle.
Look, it's the terrible new content that we were originally sold on. I remember hating it back then, but time does put a rosy filter on everything. In fact, I dare say I'm actually quite fond of it now. Look how much fun the past is. I want more. More memories. Oh, yes, the two doors. Who could have forgotten that? A classic memory, this one.
Right.
And before everything else, there was your office. Is there anything else? Was there something that came before your office?
No.
There's something I feel I can remember. I can remember.
Oh.
Yes, I'm remembering something now. I remember before this whole story got started.
Ooh,
Back then
past stuff?
I was different. I used to make big decisions. I was passionate. I was skeptical. I weighed each decision with profound thoughtfulness.
Are
And
you
then
Stanley?
somewhere along the way, I stopped making decisions. I became lazy, and I came up with a character named Stanley to do
Okay.
my thinking for me. He would make the decisions. He would decide which way to go. I would cheer him on as he collected figurines for no reason. Why did I invent Stanley? Was I lonely? Yes, perhaps that's it. Perhaps I needed to imagine I had companionship. And Stanley really did make for a wonderful companion, even if he was a fiction. But I suppose it's grown old.
It's like
I want to think for
rewinding.
myself again. I want to go back to how it used to be. Yes, I can be on my own again. I can do it. I'll be stronger this time. I'll take care of myself. I don't need Stanley anymore. Oh, but he truly was so much fun to play with. You know what? Since we're in the memory zone, how about one more good memory? Let's go back just once and give Stanley one more run of the office, and then I'll retire him for good. I did enjoy
Really?
telling the
Retire him
story
for good?
so very much. Okay, here we go. This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Hey, I'm gonna leave this one here. We found all 18 figurines, I guess, and then I don't know if this is like the last bit or what, but we'll see what happens with Stanley's last run through in the next one. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for notifications when I put out new videos. I love you all, and I'll see you in the next one.